Hey explorers, it is Thursday, so you know it's time for another episode of Travel Chat Thursday. You know, I need one of those announcer things. Let me look into it. But today I'm actually going to go over and give my reactions to an article that was submitted by one of my viewers in the comments from Divine Beauty 77. Thank you so much for this. This is an interesting article that I'm going to share with you. And of course, with every Travel Chat Thursday, I want to get your opinion as well. This is a safe place and I don't want any back and forth. We all have our own opinions, and I mean, there's also facts as well, which we will go over in this article. But before we get into this article and today's chat, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below and the notification bell right next to it so you're notified when all of my videos are released. Videos are released every Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Eastern Time and Thursdays at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Now let's get into today's article. So of course, you know, I love my printed articles. So today's article is called Anti-Mask Protesters Tried to Force Way into Stores at Mall Caught on Camera. And this happened in Los Angeles earlier in January 2021. And so here is the article, and I'm not going to read the whole thing. As always, I'll leave a link to the article down below in the description box for you to take it all in. Shoppers and employees at the Century City Mall on Sunday became the target of anti-mask protesters who forcefully spread their message to anyone wearing a mask, which was everyone at the mall because masks are required. We see the protesters with the megaphone saying, "No mask, take off the mask, open back up LA, all lives matter." They want to spread awareness of their message, which is that they say that masks are ineffective and COVID is part of a broader conspiracy. Obviously, the overwhelming scientific consensus contradicts that, said Samuel Braslow with Beverly Hills Courier. Some eyewitnesses tell us they were surprised the protesters weren't asked to leave or cited. Of course. The LAPD tells ABC7 their role on Sunday at the mall was just like any other protest: facilitate First Amendment rights, keep the peace, and not intervene unless necessary. All right, so I decided to go over this article because I have been getting a lot of comments recently applauding me for always bringing awareness about traveling safely, as I always have my mask on when I'm out in public, traveling around the world. It is very important to be responsible while traveling during pandemic times. Yes, I know everyone has their beliefs. Everyone has their thoughts about COVID and wearing masks. We all know that. But we also have to look at the facts. Now, mind you, I'm not a medical professional. I'm not a scientist or anything, but I do read into it. And there is an article I also have linked down below from the Mayo Clinic. Very reputable health organization, you guys, that talks about the benefits of wearing a mask. So per the Mayo Clinic, face masks will definitely help slow down the spread of coronavirus. But you can't just do that alone. You still need to wash your hands frequently and make sure you stay physically distant away from others. So don't think that a mask is the end all be all and it's going to stop this health crisis immediately. You still have to take other necessary precautions, but it does help in slowing down the spread. Got it? All right, so take this for an example. You know, back when we were kids, we were always running around and being rough and being on the playground. I don't know about kids these days, but us older folks, running around and you'll fall down and scrape your knee. And sometimes the scrapes could be really bad and it'll start bleeding and bleeding and bleeding. And what would you do? You would go to the nurse would clean it up and put a Band-Aid on it. You know why the Band-Aid was put on the knee, on that cut? One, it helps to keep you safe, or whoever's knee safe, from getting any infection, because with an open wound like that, with blood coming out, if you don't have it covered, something could get in there and cause an infection, which could be worse than just having a scraped knee. You may have to go to the doctor. And it also protects others, because if you have a cut, an open cut, you don't know what's in someone's blood. And if someone else was to touch it, you don't know what you could pick up. You could pick up hepatitis, God forbid, HIV. some very serious illnesses come from blood transfers from one to another person. So yes, that's very elementary analogy that I could think of, because a Band-Aid in this situation is the mask. Obviously, a Band-Aid did not heal the wound, because the wound still had to do its own thing. Your body still had to heal on its own. And this is the same thing. You're covering your mouth and your nose is just a protection. It's to keep things out of your body and to not spread things to others, just as if the Band-Aid was doing for this wound to protect you from not getting anything in that cut or passing on any blood disease to someone else. But it does not solve the issue 100%. It assists, but it's not the solver, okay? So that's why it's important to wear a mask. And for me, it's important to wear a mask while traveling, especially because it's not okay to take things to other people, you know? You don't want to wear a mask, do it at home. Don't potentially go around others, you know, that could have an issue. You know, they may pick something up and they can't handle it. That's not okay. This article also talks about the different types of masks that are available. There's the surgical masks, the blue ones that you always see at the hospital that nurses wear. But then there's also the N95 masks. Those are the best masks because they filter out droplets. And then there's also cloth masks. They aren't the most effective, but they are still effective in filtering out some of the droplets and helps protect you from not spewing out all over the place. So it talks about all of that in this article, which I really hope that you'll click on the link and read it. So yes, I am a believer in wearing a mask. If you watch my videos, you see since I've been traveling during the pandemic, I take those precautions and I am always having a mask. Even when I'm not on video, if I'm out in public, I have a mask on. So I want to know, what do y'all think? I want to know what my subscribers think about wearing masks. And I understand these people, they wanted to protest not wearing a mask, and that's all good. Protest what you believe in, but wearing a mask isn't hurting anyone. So there's no need for someone to go and tell you to not wear one. It's not doing anything to anyone. So just don't go in those environments. But anyway, I want to know what you think. Do you wear a mask when you go out in public? Do you believe it's important in wearing a mask to help stop or slow the spread of COVID? I want to know what you think. Comment down below, because this is Travel Chat Thursday. Let's get into the chat. And thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button. And as always, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified when all of my videos are released. And make sure you share this video with your friends, family, and your social media networks. And if you have a topic that you want me to discuss on Travel Chat Thursday, make sure you leave that link down below or what topic you want me to discuss. Again, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day or night wherever in the world you are.